Yeah, about 6 seconds. Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me just fine? Gundam, the card game. Eh. Well, I just retired from Yu-Gi-Oh, so I'm not sure if I'm a guy didn't mean to jump into another card game if I gotta play it by myself. Yeah, Swing, I've heard of it, but yeah. And Jackie Boy, I'm doing fine. Vamp, I'm doing fine. Oh, it's really low? Okay. Hang on. Wait, it's low? Okay, how about that? Maybe I think it's because I was just far away. Yeah. Yeah, maybe because I was far away. Or I'll just increase the mic. How's that? Is that better? Is that thumbs up? Is that better? Higher, lower, what? Better. Okay. Okay. Do I like Gundam series? Yes. I've only seen Gundam Wing though. It's only Gundam Wing. Oh, by the way, just guys, to let you know, I'm about 50% done with the next versus matchup, but I'm starting my second job tomorrow, so hopefully I'll be able to upload it probably for sure by I want to say probably Tuesday or Wednesday for sure. And it's a pretty simple one. You saw Fantastic Four. Gotta say, it was fantastic and the first great one. Also, you can watch it without watching any of the MCU films like Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, but it's an MCU film, so I can't watch it. I'm done with MCU films. I made a solemn promise after seeing Infinity War because I knew how Endgame was going to be and it was predictable as hell. And I still have not seen Endgame. I made a promise. We are not going to watch a single MCU film. I don't count Deadpool and Wolverine as an MCU film. That's kind of its own thing that kind of connected it to it, but it's not enough. I don't think it's an official MCU film. So because this is supposed to lead into Doomsday, and I'm not watching that, I can't watch it. I saw Superman. I really like Superman. I'm currently uploading a video about Superman right now. That's currently. Oh shoot. Oh, it's done. Okay, then I literally just uploaded just now, and I'm just posting it on X and then Facebook. So yeah, but heck, I've heard that it's good things about it. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. I mean, personally, I actually didn't mind the one that came out like in the early 2000s, and I didn't mind Rise of the Silver Surfer. I didn't mind that. I didn't think it was worth that Galactus was a cloud. That was weird, but okay. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. If you want to do, you can jump to a new card game. I recommend Vanguard. And no, I'm good with card games. I'm too old for card games. I think thinking back, it was ridiculous that a 30-year-old man was still playing Yu-Gi-Oh! That he was playing when he was like 12. So to finally kind of retire from the card game, and like I'll always be a fan. I'll play the games, but card game, I'm done. Like I still have my decks, but I don't have anyone to play with. But yeah, in terms of card games, I'm done. What's the video coming out? I literally just uploaded it literally right now. Hope your second job goes well. Thanks, Daniel. Can you do a top 5 favorite game endings? Let me double check. It sounds like something I may have done. No. Okay, well, that's a good idea. And heck, I'm looking for like 15 video ideas to do for next month because I don't have a game. Indiana Jones is still not here, and at this point, I'm just deciding, you know what, to hell with it. When it gets here, it gets here. But by that point, I don't think anyone will care about a review. So, all right, I don't know. Top 5 video game endings. I got a bunch. That's actually a really fun idea. Something I could do. Writing your name. Just writing your name down just so I can know who to give a shout out to. Okay, top 5 video game endings. Rest assured, guaranteed, Mr. Shepard. It will come out hopefully the next week or two. Let me ask you a question, brother. Hulk Hogan. Yes, I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not. I wasn't the biggest Hulk Hogan fan, but he was important to wrestling. And no, I don't think he was I don't think he's a racist because he said those things years ago. We all make mistakes. I mean, heck, if you'd heard me like 15 years ago, I was virulently against gay people. Like, I thought they were just disgusting. So we can all change. Like, if you'd heard me back when I was in high school, I said a lot of homophobic things that I'm not proud of. And I think I've spoken about this, but now I'm not that guy anymore. So people can change. Marvel Cinematic feels like it's fizzling out. Can you do a worst to best ranking? Okay, Commander Shepard, that one I 100% know. 100% know I did a ranking of that last year. 100%. 100%. If you want a link, I can send you a link like literally right now. I know 100%. I did an because I've done that video twice. I've done that video twice. Like, one, I did like a standard ranking. You guys keep sending your questions. I can't see anything. I'm just trying to find the video, then I'll like send the link. But yeah, that is a video I 100% know I did last year. That one you don't forget. Because I posted a link about it when I did my Superman 2025 video. Yep, there it is. Yep, right there. Okay, well, okay. To be fair, it's a little older, but like nothing had come out by that point. It's a little older than last year. It felt like last year, but it's pretty decent. Okay. Okay. Well, here you go, Commander Shepard. Here's your link. Yeah, 100% sure that's it. You can go check it out when you have time. Let's see. Do you think there's any other Christopher Nolan films that could have a sequel that only had one? I think it's Tenet. No, Tenet I think is a one and done. The Prestige I think is one and done. I don't think he's done a movie. I mean, there's a temptation for Inception, but I felt like that one's fine. Like, for a while I thought there was like we could explore that world a little bit more without Cobb, but no, I'm fine. I'm fine with how it ended. I think it's fine. My favorite Superman quote: "I live in a world full of cardboard." That is from the Justice League when Superman went all out on Darkseid's ass. Great episode. You're never too old for Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, this guy is. Favorite ending is Halo 3. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Favorite movie endings. Let's see. I like the idea, Shepard, but let's get a couple other people in. I already got your video game idea. Let's hope we can get other people ideas, but that's a good one. Hello, what's up, Super Gaming? How you doing? If you've played Halo 3 and you don't give it, I have played Halo 3. I've played it. I played it on Xbox. I've recently replayed it on PC because I have all the Halo games on computer. I've played Halo 3. It's fine. It's definitely my favorite of the Halo games, but it's not a 10 out of 10. I give it like... I'm sitting at like an 8 point... It's like an 8.75. It's not a 9 for me. It's like an 8.75, which is really good. I still think it's the best Halo game. Just a couple of things about it that hold it back a little bit. You think you could beat me in Mortal Kombat? I don't think so, because I just reinstalled that game and I'm getting good at that game again. I mean, with new Superman film. Okay, there's only been one Superman film, and if I was to be fair, I would probably put it... It might be number 2. It might be number 2. I would definitely put it slightly above Man of Steel. I'm not sure if I would put it over Superman 2. It's close, though. Yeah, I think my top three would be Superman 2, then Superman 2025, and then Man of Steel. I'd probably put it at number 2. Crazy how Hulk Hogan dies less than 3 days. I heard something that like when people die, it's done in threes. So maybe there's something to that. I've seen your Superman video. Yeah, like I literally just uploaded just now. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Fixed camera angles is, hey, look, if you like that old school style of Resident Evil game, that's fine. You would be considered what I call a Generation 1 Resident Evil fan. And there's nothing wrong with that. I call myself a Generation 2. I am someone who played 4, 5, and 6, Revelations 2, and then went back and played Old 1, Old 2, Old 3, Code Veronica. And I fucking hated those games. I was like, what the hell is this shit? The enemies aren't the worst thing. It's the fucking... Dude, when you get so mad, you break your controller because you think it's broken, and then you find out that the developers programmed it this way, and you think it's stupid controls, you know there's something wrong. But heck, I understand there's an entire generation of people who grew up with those shitty tank controls and those fixed camera angles, and that's fine. But I didn't. I grew up with Resident Evils 4, 5, and 6. That's my style. That's why I didn't play Resident Evil 7, but I played 8 when they made it so it was third person. I do not believe Resident Evil should be a first-person shooter. And heck, at least with Resident Evil 9, they're giving you the option to play in first-person or third-person. But I'm still not sure if it's something I want to play. But if you like those old-school style games, that's perfectly fine. I understand that. Perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong. Why won't I watch Odyssey? Lots of reasons, Commander Shepard. Lots of reasons. I just feel like I gotta give myself a pass on this one. There's just something that does not feel right about that film that I'd be like, Mr. Nolan, I might have to pass on this one. I've watched every single one of your films, and for the most part, I have absolutely loved all of them. But there's something off about this one that I won't go into detail. That I think I deserve a pass on this one, to be like, I won't see this one. I got a lot of reasons, but I deserve a pass. We're finally getting a new Friday the 13th movie after 16 years. Really? They're doing another one? Okay. I mean, I don't know what else you could add, but what is my favorite video game theme? Ooh, that's tough. Video game theme. Like, what do you mean by theme? Like theme song or like specific song in a game? Like, be specific, because it could be like do I like a theme? Like if I would pick Final Fantasy, I would pick like the theme to a certain particular Final Fantasy game, or like a specific iconic theme that you hear through like a lot of the games. So you gotta be a little bit specific when you mean theme. Commander Shepard, did you know Zack Snyder wanted to make Justice League trilogy? Yeah, but it would have been a mess. Hey, welcome, Cerberus. Welcome to the chat. By the way, I'm trying to go through. Halo 3 is a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. That's perfectly fine. I understand that. It's just not for me. Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. Yeah. Do a review of Halo 3. It's a really good game. It's the best Halo game, but I just think it's an 8.75. I don't think it's a 10. There's nothing wrong with that. Top 5 favorite Final Fantasy DMC moments. What do you mean? What do you mean Final Fantasy DMC moments? I'll think about that. Have I played Time Shift? No, Commander Shepard, I have not. Amazon is doing Wolfenstein TV. I saw that. That could work, or that could end up very badly. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and be like, let's wait. I think a lot of these video games work better as TV series than movies. I would watch a TV series before I watch a movie. Have I played Epic Mickey? No, Commander Shepard, I have not. Vampire A. I heard people say that the battlefield of the new Superman movie is supposed to represent Gaza. I don't think that's the case. It was a fictional fake place. Am I into Mega Man games? Unfortunately, no, I'm not. I was more of a Kirby guy back then. Ryan Reynolds as Shrek. No. No, I do not like that idea. Commander Shepard, you saw the Zootopia 2 trailer, and I'm excited to see it. Well, I didn't even watch the first Zootopia, so I hope you have fun with it. Favorite guns in a game? Favorite guns? Impossible to say. There's too many. It would probably be a Ratchet and Clank game, but there's too many to like. Have I played the Saw video game? Yes, Super Gaming, and I have platinumed that sucker. Yes, I have. I have played the Saw game. My favorite game theme is Crysis 2. I have Crysis 2. I don't even remember that one. Favorite theme song? Okay, theme song. What's one? I mean, I guess it's a theme song, but I don't. It's okay. It's a theme song to a specific game, but it's not the theme song of the franchise. And I have to go with the theme song to Metal Gear Solid 2. I really like that theme song, but again, it's not the theme song for the franchise, so that's why it's a little bit harder. But yeah, probably the theme song to Metal Gear Solid 2, even though that's not even close to being my favorite game. The Dark Knight is my favorite movie, and its theme song is my favorite movie theme. Wow, okay. It's in number 2, tied to Terminator 2 for me, so guess we both have really good taste. I did say at the end of the last comment, if you prefer the later Resident Evil games, then that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Everyone has a right to like whatever they want when it comes to Resident Evil. There is no wrong answer. You replayed Devil May Cry 3, and I actually grown to like it more than 5 story-wise. Really? Huh. I think story-wise, no. I would say 5 is definitively a better game than 3 in every single way. But okay, really. I just think they didn't really develop the Virgil character enough. I think it's Achilles' heel. It's like Virgil is such a cool character, yet they don't do enough with him. He deserves his own game. There's no debate there. He deserves his own game, and so does Sparta. What do I think about Crysis 2? I've only played it like a couple times, but out of the 3 Crysis games, I do think it's the best one. But to be fair, it is the only one I have. So, what was so bad about Green Lantern? Well, the suit looked awful. He beats Parallax by drawing him into the sun's gravitational pull, so he doesn't even really do anything, and it just wasn't a fun movie. Put it like this: this movie was so bad. Like, I remember this. I had to double check. Back in the day when I could see multiple movies at one time and I didn't have too many bills, I would see multiple movies going to the theater in one day. So one day I went to go see Green Lantern when it first came out. Didn't like it. Felt so upset about it. I went and I saw X-Men First Class, which was still out. I didn't see it when it first came out. And I liked First Class so much that when I got home, I had completely forgotten I'd seen Green Lantern until I went through my pockets and saw a ticket for Green Lantern. That's how bad it was. I had totally forgotten I even saw it. You can do a top 5 disappointing movies. And there's a lot. I couldn't grant the top 5. You like Kirby? Yes, I do like Kirby. Have I played Battlefield Bad Company? Yes, I have. What's your favorite CW show? You've been watching favorite CW show? None. Not that I can think of. Certainly not in the none. Like CW? None. I didn't like The Flash. I didn't see it all the way through. Arrow, I didn't watch that. I didn't really watch any of those shows very much. The Saw game was ass. From what I can remember, it was okay. My favorite gun is the battle rifle from Halo. I will say this. I think my favorite version of the battle rifle is probably in Reach. I will say that. Like they do slight different variations of guns across the Halo games, but I do think my favorite version of the battle rifle is definitely in Reach. What was so bad about Transformers: The Last Knight? I don't remember. I don't remember seeing that film. I can't say. Favorite opening menu music from a video game, like top 3. Opening menu music? Who the hell pays attention to that? I don't know. You went to Six Flags a couple of weeks ago and you loved it. Aren't they shutting that place down? I saw a post not too long ago saying like Six Flags or something was getting shut down by like 2028 because they lost the rights or something. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. I like the first and second generation Resident Evil games. The third, not so much. Okay. You prefer Devil May Cry 3 over 5. Okay, that's fine. You still think 5 has a good story, but for me personally, the final act felt rushed. Trish and Lady roles were felt pointless. I agree. They didn't really use them at all. Got to see the trailer for Avatar 3 in IMAX or Fantastic Four a few days ago before it was released, and crazy how it looks even more realistic. Well, I didn't even see the second Avatar, and I only saw Avatar once on I've never even seen it on a TV screen. Like the only time I saw the first Avatar movie, it was on on an old PC screen, and like the screen was like that small. Like, so if you imagine on a computer screen, so that's how I saw Avatar, and I was not impressed. I was like, so this is pretty much Dances with Wolves with giant tall blue Smurfs? Yeah, pretty much. I was like, didn't they do this in like Dances with Wolves? And they did this with The Last Samurai. It's like, I've seen this movie before, but I'm not impressed. Like, I read so many stories about people having these life-changing experiences with Avatar, and I just didn't get it. And I didn't even bother with the second one. From what I heard, it wasn't really all that great. So, I mean, have fun with it. Do you remember the last two Matrix sequels? The first one, if so, you mean Matrix Reloaded and Matrix Revolution? Yeah, I've seen those. I like them. If so, how would I have changed? I would not have changed Reloaded. Like, I'll say this. When it comes to the main trilogy of Matrix films, I think they're fine. I will say the first Matrix is obviously the best one. But I'm going to be honest. I probably I've had the most fun with Reloaded. I'm pretty sure that's the one I've seen more times than probably the first and third Matrix. And, Revolutions, it's got its problems, but it's okay. It scrapes the barrel of what I would call an okay movie. It doesn't quite stick the landing. But then you have to remember, at that time, there were like a lot of trilogies that went that way. I mean, not the Matrix, where like the first one was good, the second one was better, and then the third one just didn't really quite make it. This one was like, yeah, the best one was definitely the first one. It kind of dipped a little bit, but it was still kind of stable, and then it kind of made like an emergency crash landing, yet there weren't too many casualties. Like, people did survive, and it wasn't so bad. But that last one, I think Resurrection was garbage. They never should have made that one at all. That was a complete waste of time and money. Remember the shit-flavored ice cream? Yes. Yeah, I do. Do I like Halo ODST? I just started playing through that one, but it seems fine. Super Gaming, it seems fine. Holy shit, we got 12 people in here? That might be a record. Like, I don't know. I think the day I see like 20 people in here, I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked if that day ever comes. How do I have OG Xbox emulator on PC? No. I downloaded. I have on Steam. So I bought it on Steam. I was able to buy the entire collection on Steam for like $20. Like, they were having like a special sale, and like it was like Halo's anniversary. And so they sold like the entire Master Chief. The only one I haven't played is probably the last Halo game. But from what I've been told, I don't need to play that one. So I have all the Halo games except Halo Infinite, which I've been told I don't need to play. So I won't. What is that small PS1 thing? Oh, this is I think it's a caster holder. Yeah, I mean that's what this is. Like, I would put drinks in. You put these on a table. Like, when you have a drink, so the water that isn't coming from the outside of the cup goes on your table, you would put one of those in. Yeah, that's what that's for. Princess Montette is better version of Avatar, in my opinion. I have no idea what that is. Is Back to the Future in my top 10 favorite films? No. No, Chillax, it is not. Unfortunately. Oh, dang, we lost a lot of people. Matrix 4 is shit, and apparently Matrix 5, oh dear God, let's not do that. Let's not waste more money. Didn't that last movie lose money and it bombed? I mean, they didn't release during COVID, which was probably not a smart idea. Every movie with Resurrection in there is garbage. Yeah, you're probably right. If you gotta add Resurrection into your movie, it probably isn't very good. Obviously, the visual effects of Avatar are amazing, but the story is filled with cliche tropes. I mean, okay. Love the PlayStation coasters. Me, I got a dartboard coaster. Oh, that's cool. That is really cool. You know, the funny thing, I actually have another set of. It's around here somewhere. Like another set of coasters, but they're different shape. Oh, no. No, I can't show you. I recently, nah, it's okay, it's cool. Nah, never mind. Have I heard of the movie Where the Dead Go to Die? No, Cody GTA fan, and you sound new. I've never actually heard of that movie before. How often do I go to the gym? Well, I would honestly, now that I'm back to a 2-job schedule, it's gonna be challenging. But I really want to try at minimum go 3 to 4 times a week, and it's either gonna be between like 11 to 12, like 30 minutes past noon, so like an hour and a half, or it'll be from like I want to say midnight to like maybe 1:30. Yeah. So minimum 3 days, maximum 4 days, average time about an hour and a half unless I get through my workout faster, which it depends. Hey Zach, how you doing? The Halo franchise needs a serious reboot. I don't think it needs a reboot. It's fine. Just continue playing Watchdog game. Oh, okay. I recently got back into playing Cyberpunk, so you know. You've been playing the new Doom Dark Ages game. Oh, I really hope you like it because I really liked it and I did a review on that too. You saw the new Fantastic Four movie today. It was a good time. Well, again, I'm glad that you have managed to enjoy something I never will. So I'm glad you had a great time, Zach. Which Aztec Assassin Crew game works? No, that sounds stupid. You know what sounds stupid? I'm not sure if you've seen this. Apparently, they made like an animated Aztec Batman movie. That is like the stupidest idea I've ever heard. Really? What the hell does Batman have to do with the Aztecs? And it's like the conquistadors, the Spanish, like some of them are like villains. There's like a makeshift Joker and like a makeshift Two-Face, and there's like a Catwoman. I was like, what the hell is this crap? Who came up with this idea? I mean, I've seen weird interpretations of Batman before, but like this is just like, what are we doing? Any plans on trying Assassin's Creed Shadow New Game Plus? I'm still waiting for that new DLC, like, new island thing to come out. Like, if that's out now, then that's what I need to be playing. But, like, that's what I've been waiting on. I don't know if it's out yet. Which actor do you hate? Oh. Well, Super Gaming, if you know me well enough, you already know the answer to that question. Halloween Resurrection, Alien Resurrection. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of like Alien Resurrection. It's better than 3, which ain't much, but I have fun with that movie. There's definitely a lot of things in that film I really like. And I was also watching a movie, first time playing through Resident Evil 5. Okay. Daniel, what I have not. I'll be honest, Daniel. I've not watched any of those South Park episodes. I don't know how to watch them. I don't know how to. I don't know where I can see them or watch them. I did hear they have like this scene where like Donald Trump, they do like a deep fake of Donald Trump. He's in the desert and he's taking off his clothes, and like something comes out of his like his belly button and it's his penis, and it's like he has like this micro penis, and he says, "I endorse this thing." Like, and he's like, and like Donald Trump's like in a relationship with gay Satan. I'm like, yeah, I mean that's South Park for you. I mean, honestly, if you get referenced in South Park, I would see that as an honor. I would freak the fuck out if I was like portrayed in a South Park episode. Even if they're making fun of me, I would love the hell out of it. Like I consider that a serious honor. Do you think they can do Spider-Verse for Batman? No, I don't think they should. We got enough Batman around. We don't need to do an animated Batman movie. However, I did see someone kind of do like a vision test of like what that style for the Spider-Verse would be for like a Batman Beyond. And it looked really, really cool. I just don't think they would do it. I don't think enough people know Terry enough to be willing to make a movie around him. However, I do think Return of the Joker was really good. Do you think Batman Gotham by Gaslight? No, I don't think so. I heard people liking Alien Resurrection. Heck, I like it. Like it's got its problems, but heck, I have fun with that film. Do you like dancing? Yes. If so, do you like the chicken dance? No. Did I ever watch Smallville, the Young Superman show? I watched a few episodes, but it just wasn't for me. Alien Resurrection is a guilty pleasure. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Like I acknowledge it's nowhere near as good as like Aliens, but it's better than Alien 3. Like Alien 3 is trash. The guy's already closed at the end of the game. He's closing in on Wesker and he's free, Joe. Oh, okay. Favorite South Park character? Ooh, that's a good one. My favorite South Park character? Honestly, yeah, I gotta go with Butters. Yeah, Butters. Butters is definitely my favorite character. Prometheus is pretty underrated. I agree. I like Prometheus. I really like that movie. I saw that in IMAX. What is my favorite car from the Fast and Furious films? Favorite car? Ooh. Favorite car? None. Yeah, I'm like trying to think. Like, was there a car that I would want to drive? Like, no. I don't think so. I know my dream car is supposedly inspired by a car from Fast and Furious, but it's a totally different car. I think that's about it. Alien 3 wasn't trash. Very mid. Oh, that was trash. The minute they killed off Hicks and Newt at the beginning, I was like, fuck this movie. I stopped. I was like, fuck this movie. Because now you've made watching Aliens completely irrelevant. And I hate movies that do that. Like that's why I hate Terminator Dark Fate so much. Like, say what you will about Salvation, say what you will about 3, say what you will about Genesis. Dark Fate makes watching Terminator 2 completely pointless. Like, at least there are things in Genesis, in Salvation, and in 3 I actually like. Do I like Futurama? Fuck yes, of course I do. I've seen that show many times. Everyone knows it's Butters. That's me. A reboot Batman game with new younger cast and new generation failure suits got. I think it'll be a while before we see another Batman game. I think it'll be a while. Because I think the trick would be, how do we make it so it doesn't feel anything like the Arkham series? Because that's what you would have to do. Like, if I'm going to play another Batman game, definitively, I do not want to be reminded at all of Arkham. And that's so hard to do because the Arkham game, especially the first one, completely revolutionized like comic book video games in terms of what it could do. Like, even the modern Spider-Man games was heavily inspired. Heck, though the newer Spider-Man games were more inspired by Batman than prior Spider-Man games. Like, that's how good it was. If someone offered you $1 million not to poop for a week, would you do it? I think to not poop for a week, I'd need like a 2-day start and just don't eat anything, just drink water. Like, you can survive without eating food for a while if you're drinking water. You could survive. If you're not a fan of Brian's... Okay, here's the thing. Chillax, my dream car is the 2006 BMW M3 GTR from Need for Speed Most Wanted. Like, that is my dream car. Like, I want to own a car like that. If not, get something close and then have it painted to look like that car. But that car is inspired off of the Skyline. That's why I said I can't think of any particular car from Fast and the Furious I really liked. But I know for a fact that BMW from Most Wanted was inspired by the Skyline. That's why I said it's kind of inspired, but it's a totally different car. Do I like Alien Covenant? No, I don't like Covenant. I did like Romulus, though. Romulus was really good. That was surprisingly very good, and I heard that they're filming the sequel, so I'm quite interested in that. So basically, Alien 3 is that yes, absolutely. It sucks that we never got a Superman video game. Yes, we did. What are you talking about? There are plenty of Superman games. There are plenty of Superman video games. There are plenty of good Superman games. There's just not great Superman games, but there are some good ones out there. There are some good ones. Same with Halloween Resurrection. Michael Myers got in the movie before he got retconned, and then, yeah. New Harley Quinn with new actress, this young new Batman voice actor. Chillax, do you think there will be another Bioshock game, or is it done and most likely a remaster is next? Ooh, that's a tough question. I would like another Bioshock game. I think it's been long enough, but if they want to take the cheap route, technically, I don't think they need to remaster it or remake it. I would welcome a sequel, but whichever route they want to go, I'm for it, because I think they've made nothing but great Bioshock games. I mean, I think number two is my favorite, and Infinite, I didn't like the ending, but it took a number of years before I kind of accepted the ending. But like overall, they've never made like a bad Bioshock game. Yes, ma'am. I know that there's an Alien TV show called Alien Earth. I don't want to watch that. Rashad, Fantastic Four over Superman. Heck, I'm glad you had fun with Fantastic Four. It's a film, again, I will never watch. I really like Superman. I just uploaded a video comparing my thoughts to Superman versus Man of Steel. I would love to get your guys' viewpoints on the debate in the comment section of that video. When this stream is over, go ahead and check that video out and share your honest thoughts. I love getting these honest debates online. Chillax, I still remember when they were going to make Bioshock game for the Vita, but it got canceled. That would have been very difficult. I mean, I think you could have done it for the Vita, but I think for a handheld, that would have been very, very challenging. But I do remember that too. I also remember that someone had spoken that they wanted to make like a Bioshock movie. I don't remember who the director was. I don't know if it was like Steven Spielberg or it was some famous director who said he was interested in making a Bioshock movie. And I was intrigued by the idea at first. Superman 2025 or the Batman? Oh, Superman, no doubt. Oh, no doubt. I mean, I liked the Batman, but I've only seen that movie once in theaters, and I was like, it's fine. I got my problems with it, but I don't need to watch it again. I mean, I thought it was fine. I mean, but I did have some problems with the Batman 2022. But yeah, Man of Steel, or sorry, Superman 2025. I've seen that film 4 times. I've seen that film. I've seen that movie 4 times. I've actually seen that movie more times than I did in theater. I saw Man of Steel. I saw Man of Steel once in IMAX and the second time in theaters. And then Superman, I saw it one time in IMAX, and I've seen it 3 times in theaters. So I've already seen it twice as many times overall in theaters and IMAX than I did Man of Steel. But yeah, I really like the Superman. Like, because of your favorite drawings and taking people's graphics and mostly likely being one rebooting the Batman like Harley Quinn for first person shooter before they do. Yeah. Do I like the Batman movie? Yes, I did like the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. I just had a series of problems with it, and I was like, okay, I see where they're going. It could get better in the sequel, but this is a film that I've seen once. I still remember it, but I don't want to watch it again. Not in a bad way. I just feel like there's not enough for me to rewatch it. Like I remember everything that happened. I remember everything that they did. There were a number of big problems I had with the film, but overall, it was fine. It was a solid Batman film. It damn sure would not be my top 5. Maybe not even. I think it would be like low top 10. Like, I'm thinking it's like every live action Batman film. Put it like this. If we're talking live action, the only one I would put that one. I think I would put that one ahead of Batman and Robin. And definitely Batman and Batman v Superman, because that movie was shit. But that I can't count that as a Batman film. Yeah, I remember in a second Uncharted game on Vita. Yeah. Do I? Oh no, Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Rashad, I don't do that game. No, no, no. Was the Riddler one of the problems? No, the Riddler was not one of the problems. I mean, do you like? Maybe boom. Send me a question. Do you really want to know just a quick summary of what my problems were with the Batman? Because I'll go into detail if you don't. Oh my God, that movie was shit. Put it this: that movie was garbage. I hated that film. That is like the worst thing that a live action Batman has been. Like, there was one good scene in that entire film when Batman was pretty much going all Arkham Asylum on everybody at the end of the fucking film. That is about it. I hated that film. That movie is so bad. The porn parody is better than that film, minus the sex. Take the sex out, and it is a far more understandable and better flowing film than the live action movie. And I'm not even joking. Take the sex out. Take it out. Don't need it. And it's a better movie. But yeah, yeah, maybe it wasn't the Riddler. There's a couple other things. There's a number of things that I had a problem with it. It's not a rant. It's a statement, Daniel. It's a statement. Wonder Woman is just one of the big reasons I hate that movie. One of them. If that cunt wasn't in that movie, it still would be maybe not as bad, but I probably still wouldn't like it. It's funny how they said the Justice League and Kill the Justice League, they were all clones when they weren't clones, but they were changed due to how awful the game was. Those weren't clones. Those were not clones. And I refuse to accept that that was Arkham Batman. I refuse to accept that garbage. That game was trash. That was a developmental disaster. Yes, I do hate Wonder Woman with a passion. Yes, I do. It's far from the best crossover movie. No, you know what? I like Freddy vs. Jason. It's not perfect, but I like it. Am I a fan of the Sandman in the DC Comics? No, I'm not, but I did watch the show. I just finished watching the whole second season. I really liked it. I'm not sure if I need to read the comic book anymore, but I was like, okay, like I got the gist of it. Oh. Oh God. Batman v Superman or Alien versus Predator Requiem? Oh my lord. Oh God. Ooh, we going for the heavyweight championship of shit. Oh God. Oh, okay. What do I hate more? Probably gotta go with Superman versus Batman. Requiem was awful. Oh my God, that movie was awful. Oh God. I mean, take an average movie, which Alien vs. Predator was. Alien vs. Predator is not a great film. It's fine. And then go in the complete opposite direction and just turn it into shit. That movie was so fucking dark. The way they filmed it, you literally could not see a goddamn thing. And the whole idea of like an alien xenomorph predator hybrid, they completely fucked that up. Fucked that up to the fullest. Oh my God, that movie was awesome. I wanted all the human characters to get killed off. All of them needed to die. I was cheering the hybrid on. Yes, Zach, I do believe the new DC films will be fine. I do. I talked about it a little bit more in my latest video. It's too bad Michael Keaton came back. Ugh. Man, I couldn't even bring myself to watch that film, even for Keaton. I couldn't. I saw clips of him fighting, and that's the most of that film I saw. But no, I not even for Keaton. I was never gonna watch that film. Mm-mm. You love Freddy vs. Jason 2. I wasn't calling it bad. Oh, no. I didn't think it was bad. I had fun with it. I liked it. I wish we got another Deadpool video game. It was a good game. I agree. No. Oh, no. Batman v Superman is worse. I would watch Requiem again. I would watch that. Oh, hell no. I mean, no. I'll watch Requiem before I watch Batman v Superman again. Oh, my lord. We need Michael versus Jason or Megan versus Chucky. I don't think they'll do something like that again. You look forward to Supergirl? You know what? I wasn't. I'm not a Supergirl fan, but you know what? I'll give it a shot next year. I will. I'll give it a real shot. I'll check it out. I'd rather have Chucky versus the Leprechaun. You know what? I saw a short on YouTube recently that says that there are 8 Leprechaun films. What? When did that happen? I only know of 3. I know there's like the first 2, and then there's one where he goes into the hood. When the hell did they make 8 of these damn things? I mean, the Leprechaun is like the funniest damn thing ever. Like the Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy, I liked that Pattinson's Batman was good. Okay, here's the problem I have with Pattinson's Batman. The problem I have with it, like, overall, I think his performance was fine. One of my biggest problems with the Batman was that we never saw Bruce Wayne. Like, I don't know if that was the direction, but like the entire, like, you need to set that dynamic between Batman and Bruce Wayne. And my problem is, one of my biggest problems with that film is that we never saw Bruce Wayne. We only saw Batman. Like, even when he wasn't wearing the mask, he was always in Batman mode, and I found that annoying. It's like, okay, can you stop being Batman for a second and be Bruce Wayne? Like, Batman is already a depressing character. I don't need to see a depressing Bruce Wayne. Like, every version that I've seen, they feel very differently. You look at Keaton's Batman. Bruce Wayne definitely feels different than Batman. Val Kilmer's Bruce Wayne feels very different from his Batman. Same, even George Clooney, not as well, but even there's a very distinct difference between the two. Did not get that with Robert Pattinson. He was in Batman mode the entire film. I did not see Bruce Wayne. That was my biggest problem with him. I think he was fine, but like I want to see Bruce Wayne. There's also, oh Lord, oh my God, he goes into space. I didn't know that. I only knew about the first three. Megan 2 flopped because it took away the horror. I heard that. I didn't even see Megan 2, but they went the Terminator route, where like the first one was like horror, and then we're gonna make the villain the hero, and we're gonna make it more action orientated. I was like, no, that doesn't work. You had lightning in a bottle. That movie was. That's an example of them pushing out an idea, it getting a lot of success, and then them wanting to milk the hell out of it by making it for the broader audience and it completely flattening. Because by going in that direction, you pretty much go against everything that the first film was not trying to do. You betray your audience. You didn't watch The Flash because of Ezra Miller's crime? Yes. Yes, had a lot of problems with that psychopath. Do you prefer Rise of Catwoman or the Cat or what? Wait, wait, what? Oh, I think you're trying to say, do I prefer Catwoman in The Dark Knight Rises or Catwoman in the Batman? Huh. That's tough. But I'll give the slight edge to the Anne Hathaway just because it was a better. She was in a better movie. I'll give her the slight edge. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still think. I mean, The Dark Knight Rises is the weakest of the Nolan trilogy, but it's still a fucking great film. It was easily the best film I saw that year in 2012. Easily saw that movie I saw that film like 4 times in IMAX. And funny enough, that was the night they had that shooting when that film came out. That was crazy. But yeah. I also thought that the sinister version of the Riddler was great. Plus, I think Paul Dano did an incredible job. Yeah, I thought his Riddler was fine, but he was just a blogger. I mean, if the Riddler were real today, that's probably what you would get. Am I excited for Batman 2 now that Matt Reeves has handed the script to James Gunn? Yes, but I pray to God that Pattinson is not. Don't do this. No. Keep Pattinson separate. Keep that universe separate. Do not make the same mistake that Man of Steel did. That's one of the biggest points I even talk about in this film. I think the Snyderverse failed the minute you started introducing new heroes. Because the whole concept of Man of Steel was supposed to be kind of grounded in a believable sense. But the minute you start throwing all these other heroes, you're going full out comic book. You're trying to do what Marvel's doing, and you can't do it because you're too far behind, and you're trying to play catch up. Like I felt like we should have got at least 3 solo Superman films that were grounded before we go overblown. Like we don't need to use some of these mega powerful villains. Like we could have used a Metallo. We could have gone to a Lex Luthor, like a better Lex Luthor than what we got. Like, there are some grounded villains that you could see in a believable, realistic world and have it work and feel different. Like, we don't need to use a Brainiac. We don't need to use a Parasite. Like, Superman has got tons of villains that they could have used, but we didn't get that. What is my favorite aspect of Gundam Wing? Just the characters. Is Christian Bale the best live action Batman? Ooh. No. No, I don't think he is. He's a great Batman. But the best Batman? No. But I think you can divide the two. I think he's the best Bruce Wayne, but not Batman. The car chase scene between Pattinson and Penguin was awesome. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's pretty cool. They went full comics. Yeah. I remember when WB wanted to connect Man of Steel to the Dark Knight. I remember, yeah, and Nolan said, no, yeah, absolutely not. Like, don't. Like, this is my world. I don't need you throwing alien Kryptonians into my world. You'll mess it up. And I'm praying to God they don't do that. And I think we can be in a time where we can have two different Batmans come out 2 different years. Do that. Make a different Batman that fits for this more comic book world. Do that. Thoughts on Batman Forever? I fucking love that film. You kidding? That's easily my top 5 favorite Batman films. I thought Val Kilmer killed it as Batman. I mean, that movie is the reason I became a Batman fan. Like, that's how I was introduced to Batman, was Batman Forever. And on top of that, that's like half the reason the color green is like my favorite color. Like, and something you might not even notice, if you, the font to my channel is the same from Batman Forever. Like, I don't think you probably didn't even notice that, but if you get a close look at the font, that is the same font for Batman Forever. So, yeah, I love Batman Forever. I'll always defend it. Yeah, I mean, I understand Tommy Lee Jones, wasn't, too fond of playing Two-Face, but he played goofy characters before that, so I don't know what he was complaining. I mean, that wasn't too out of the ordinary for things he'd done in the past. I mean, did you see him in Under Siege with Steven Seagal? I mean, he was a cartoon character in that movie, so I don't know what he was complaining about. I've been reading Absolute Batman. The comic book is getting way more weird. Patrick Bateman. Yeah, what about him? Ben Affleck's Batman is the most Arkham. Yes, I agree. But he only had that one scene. Like, he was totally fucking useless in the Justice League. I mean, that's why I hate that film. I never asked that question. I was like, how in the hell do you get me to ask the question, why is Batman even here? I've never seen a version of Batman that, he doesn't fit in this Justice League. It's like, why is he here? I've never asked that question. Take Batman out. He doesn't fit. And I've never asked that question. That is the only version of Batman that I felt does not work in the Justice League at all. Is Christian Bale your Batman? By default, maybe. I mean, I don't think he's the best Batman. I don't know. I'd have to go back and I'd have to go back and double check, which is my pot. I haven't watched Gundam Wing in a long time. What I liked about Keaton was that he could play both. No, he could. He could do both very, very well. But yeah, crappy Flash movie. Patrick Bateman, not Bateman. Oh, Patrick Batman. Oh, I get it. Batman is solo. He doesn't need. Okay, no. Here's the thing. I think Batman works better when he works with his own team. I don't like Batman working with the Justice League. I mean, he has to be in the Justice League, but me personally, I feel he works better with his own team. He works better with his Robins, his Nightwings, his Batgirls, his Catwomans, his Huntresses, his Commissioner Gordon. He works better in the confines of Gotham with those type of characters than he does with these super-powered gods in the Justice League. That's just how I feel. I remember WB also wanted to make Nightwing movie based on the ending of The Dark Knight Rises. I don't think that was ever a thing. I think that was a tease. And I don't even think he would have been Nightwing. He would have been Batman. They were gearing up to be the next Batman. So, yeah. All right, well, we got about a minute left. So if you got any last questions before we close out the streaming, I hope you guys will check out my Superman video that I just uploaded. But yeah, this was a fun stream. Having Batman in the Justice League is having Wolverine in the Avengers. Yeah, it just doesn't work. I mean, he has to be in the Justice League, but there are versions that can work in the Justice League. I just didn't think Batflick's Batman worked. I would have loved to have seen him get his own solo movie, and we never got that. Batman 2, I hear, will bring in Hush. That's a great choice. That's a great choice for a villain. I'm totally down. I heard it was going to be Mr. Freeze, and that would have been okay too, but Hush is good. Superman with a mullet, what version of Superman is that from the comics? Well, Superman with the mullet, if I remember correctly, that is him after he comes back from being dead. Or technically in his healing coma after fighting Doomsday. And he's wearing the black suit and he's got the mullet and he like wears the mullet for a while. Then he cuts his hair. But yes, I do remember what the mullet Superman looks like. And the funny thing is, Nicolas Cage would have had a mullet. Like I've seen like the test footage of him, and he had that hairdo too. All right. Okay. Well, all right. So that'll do it for this stream. I want to thank all of you guys for popping in. Again, please check out my Superman video that I just uploaded. And hopefully we will continue to have a great time. And by then, probably the next Versus Series matchup should be out. And I hope you guys will have a great time. And send me all kinds of ideas that I can work on for the month of August. And my birthday's coming up soon. So there's that too. So again, I want to thank you guys for joining me in the stream. You guys are awesome. And I will catch you guys next Wednesday at the same time. So you all stay awesome. And I'll catch you guys next week.